Hello friends, in today's video we are discussing about the bar charts. Bar charts are basically nothing but a Gantt chart which represents the connection between the activities, and this bar chart is very useful to find out the project duration and the stages of particular activity at given point of time. So we'll see what is bar chart. A bar chart is nothing but a graphical tool that can be used to present a data in a way that is easy to read, easy to understand, and provides the ability for easy comparison of all provided data. So generally this is the tool used by managers or higher authorities to identify and to monitor the ongoing projects, because it is very easy to read by anyone and understand by anyone. It don't require any particular technical skills to understand it, and it is a very good method of comparison between two statements. So it can be used to provide the project team and all of those looking for project related information data from the individual schedule activities and work breakdown structure components. So it gives individual activities also as well as your work breakdown structures for anyone who is related to your project. In the typical bar chart, which is also referred as I already discussed, bar graph or Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is first of all published and recorded as a bar chart in 1931. The left side of your chart displays the work breakdown structures. So your work is divided into different activities, and the dates is questions are placed along the top of your chart. The dates are placed along the top of your chart, and the activity duration are represented by date placed on horizontal bars. So it is generally the bar representing vertical column will represent on left hand side the activities, whereas on your top hand side horizontally will represent the dates and the duration of that particular activity. So it is a very good method to represent your particular project. These bars can be color coded if necessary. For the particular activity and give the color, how much work it completed, how much work is remaining. So we can use the color coding to identify it, or they can be filled in with patterns to allow the more cost effective printing in grayscale. Over here, as you can see, this is known as typical bar chart of any construction industry. Over your left hand side, over here, as you can see, we have given the different activities and their description. So we have divided the whole organization or projects into 12 activities. On the top of it, as we can see, we are divided starting from month 1 January to your last 10th month. So total project duration is 10 months. So we have divided all the activities according to it. Now as we can see, starting from mobilization, so mobilization will start at first month, so it will take 30 days to complete. Then foundation excavation, so we'll start with foundation excavation after half of the month. So after 15 days we'll start with the foundation excavation, and it will take around how much time? It will take around 2 months. So if you are starting after 15 days, it will take 2 plus 15 days. So likewise, so this blue line represent the schedule time. So we are given this particular time from 15 January to year 15 March. We have to complete the foundation. Now the red line below it represents what the actual duration it takes to complete that particular activity. So as we can see, mobilization is done in first month only, but foundation excavation is starting delayed. Over here this difference we can see. So this activity is delayed, because of which the completion point is also delayed. So we require some more days to complete that particular activity. Then divergence stage, as we can see, we have to start over here, but it is started afterward because of some reasons. Same for your foundation grouting. Foundation grouting, we have to start with your divergence stage only, but it is started late. Then dam concrete. Concreting of the dam is started at the given time only, but the completion time it requires get increased. So it depend upon slack and float available. Float means sometimes some activities can be delayed by a given time, which will not hamper the project duration. The project duration will remain constant, but we can adjust that particular activity depend upon the slack and floats available. So likewise, installation of outlet gates, as we can see, it is starting after the 4th month of completion. Likewise, we have given the different activities and their durations, how many days it will require and when we should start it and when it will finish by your blue line. Your red line represents the actual progress, whereas your blue lines represent original schedule time. So as we see the graph flowing, starting from your 0 to the completion of the complete project, the actual schedule was the blue dotted line. This was the actual schedule. When we start the actual process, the graph we can see by the red line. So sometimes the progress of the work was over your original schedule. Sometimes the progress of the work was below the scheduled time, and then we have to cope up it by providing more resources and complete the work within the allotted time period. So this is how we can identify the project scenario and we can provide more resources to complete the work within the given time by using this bar chart, which can be read by anyone because it is very easy to understand and it is the most suitable method to represent any project, and we can compare the two statements easily. So this is all about the bar chart. Thank you.